Tucked away in a mountain valley in Thailand's rugged north, the famous Elephant Nature Park is home to over 60 elephants. The park also provides sanctuary to hundreds of other animals, and some of the most inspiring rescues and stories come from the dogs.
Here at Elephant Nature Park we have about 420 dogs. They're living in different dog runs. Keeping them happy and healthy and keeping them fed is a lot of work, a lot of effort. Here we have little Scully, who just came to us 5 months ago. She is paralyzed. She is one of the reasons we're doing that. Every single penny goes straight back into the dogs, and this is how she has a chance.
Most of the dogs are living in pack communities, housed in large natural enclosures or running free with the elephants. It takes a small army of veterinary staff, construction workers, and dedicated caretakers to keep the dogs happy and healthy. Then there are the special cases, those requiring extra attention. For dogs that find themselves spending time in the on-site vet clinic, or those with disabilities, there's a rotating team of volunteers on-site to care for them. Some stay for a week, others for months at a time, working with the special needs dogs. Providing physiotherapy both in and out of the hydrotherapy pool for some of the paralyzed dogs is a daily routine that these volunteers take very seriously.
Some people stay outside the pool. I just find this as my therapy as well. I just go inside the pool. Slowly, 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 slowly. So this is Sunny. His back legs are paralyzed. We use the therapy pool to work his muscles in his back legs to help him walk a little bit better. And because in the water he doesn't have so much weight, it's easier for him. And we train him around the pool for him to use his back legs as much as possible. And he's doing a little bit better. Sometimes he has bad days, sometimes he has good days, but I really think the water is helping him getting more strength on his back legs. We try and do this every day for at least half an hour with him. And he likes it. He's happy in here.
Come on, Sonny. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Come on, Sonny.
Sunny still has his back legs, both of them, and they still work. So if he had a wheelchair to give him some support and use those both legs in the correct way, he could benefit from it because he could walk better and he could learn how to walk better with a wheelchair. The wheelchair would just help him get even stronger and walk even better than he is doing now. He's a little bit heavier with water on his hair. Right, side. Let's try your little paw. Have it. Good boy. The other type of physiotherapy we do with him inside the still run is work his muscles. Trying to strengthen these muscles here so he can use the legs a bit better. When he's in a good mood, he really works with us. And it's Sunny. Good. Oh my God. Oh my. Okay, so Taipei is doing a lot better than Sunny, although we have been doing the same therapy with both of them. He's a much stronger dog, so his back legs are now really strong and he can stand by himself. He uses both legs, one at each time. So Taipei has the better chance to get almost a full recovery of his back legs. And I for sure I know that if we keep doing the therapy with him, he'll get much stronger and he can one day use his back legs almost 100%. He loves the therapy here in the water, and he's a really good dog to work with. And yeah, his back legs now are just like almost normal when he stands up. And what we want to do with Sunny is get him to at least be like this, like with Taipei now. And that's what we're doing here in the therapy pool. And we also do some therapy with him inside. We use buckets so he can stand on the buckets and strengthen his back muscle. On this side, Taipei. Stephanie doesn't have any treats. Come. Let's go. Come here. Look at this. This doesn't look good for the camera. Oh, that's true. You see the difference? Like Sunny will never do this. I need to squeeze your legs. So sleepy. Sleepy. Stay. Go down. Go. Go down. And hello. Hello. Oh, I haven't seen you in so long.
So what company do you work for? That is doing
Three-legged and paralyzed from the waist down, Steele is a favorite of volunteers and visitors alike. Steele was brought to the sanctuary of the park nearly 4 years ago, where a smooth, tiled enclosure was built for her. But getting into her wheels and going for a run is where she really shines.
Taipei, get back. Good girl. Oh, good girl, Steele. You're such a good girl today.
If Steele is queen of the park, then Scully is the little princess.
She was brought to us after having a book fall on her when she was a tiny puppy, and it paralysed her from the waist down. So now she doesn't have any bladder or bowel control, and she can't even really release it from her system fully all the time. So she's in a nappy at the moment because she can't really lift her butt up. So if we didn't have her in a nappy, she'd kind of just be rolling around in her own poo and pee a lot. So yeah, for now, she's in a diaper to keep her clean. And then give her a bath, clean her up even better. But that waiting, she will end up with a wheelchair like Steele has, like a properly made one, but because she's growing so quickly, they're just still going to wait a few months. Because they're not very cheap, slowly. It's definitely better than the first couple of tries I had. It actually stays on now. Good girl. Good girl. Good boy, Taipei. Play.
The latest project the volunteers have taken on is introducing little Scully into Steele's pack. Steele and Sunny are fine with it, but Taipei needs a little more convincing.
It's okay, Taipei. You're being a good boy today. Good boy.
Steele's pack, the other 420 dogs, and the hundreds of other animals that call Elephant Nature Park home only continue to thrive thanks to the generous supporters of the Save Elephant Foundation. If you would like to learn more, volunteer, or adopt a dog, go to saveelephant.org.